please welcome Roxanne Stone, who has a very interesting talk for us, which you can read on the screen.
Hello, everyone. I would like to ask you to think of someone you may know, a friend, a family member, a colleague, anyone who may suffer from joint pain and discomfort doing certain daily activities. Maybe some of you in this room have had a hip replacement, a knee replacement, or both. Either way, osteoarthritis is estimated to be the leading cause of disability worldwide. Depending on the affected joint, individuals report struggling with items such as brushing their hair, not just with walking. Knee osteoarthritis is the most common type and accounts for 70% of arthritis-related hospital admissions. Since cartilage does not have the ability to regenerate itself, treatment options consist of pain management or a total joint replacement. This creates a huge need for alternative treatment options. Today, I present a new, developing, and innovative idea that could allow doctors to one day restore a patient's cartilage rather than replace it. This new technology is called decellularization. Decellularization is a term used to describe the techniques for isolating the extracellular matrix of a tissue from its natural inhabiting cells. Decellularization leaves behind an acellular scaffold that can be used for tissue regeneration. So, to break this definition down into general terms, let's take this room as an example. It is made up of layers, and if we used a variety of methods to remove the walls and insulation, we could get down to the building's original framework and foundation, structurally speaking. We could then rebuild the room any way we may not need it to be, using a new configuration of insulation and walling materials. Now, to bring all this information together, a humanely harvested pig ear was decellularized to remove the native cells and DNA content, but preserve the structural components. Figure A shows this isolated cartilage framework in the early stages of the process. Figure B and C show two different shapes made from this material in the later stages. These shapes represent the ability to grow cartilage in any shape or size to match the needs of the patient's cartilage defect. The final stage of this research was to regrow the cartilage framework using human cartilage cells. These cells, which would be acquired from the patient in future work to ensure biocompatibility, were placed on and around the scaffold. These cells are the building blocks required for rebuilding human cartilage. Results are still being analyzed, but preliminary findings show that the cells are adhering and replicating on the surface of the scaffold, as shown in Figure D. In conclusion, this laboratory-generated cartilage shows promise as a future alternative treatment option for osteoarthritis. Thank you. Thank you.
Krista, well done. So, what led you to this area of research?
Just to correct, my name is Roxanne.
I'm sorry. I was ahead of myself.
It's okay. Krista's next, and she has a great talk on butterflies.
Thank you.
But my interest in this work is actually inspired by my family. I have some family members that only have one organ, and so I really believe in tissue regeneration and the opportunity to have people be able to get an organ transplant and not have to take immunosuppressant therapies to not have an immune response against that organ. So this is a way of creating organs in the long term that would allow patients to have their own regenerated tissue.
What was the moment like when you found the idea, and the idea that you could grow the tissue in a particular shape? Was that a kind of a revelatory moment for you in your research?
I think it was a revelatory moment when my friend 3D printed like a cookie cutter that I could make a bee out of, because I go to school at Boise State. But really, I've had great mentors, and the idea has just kind of developed, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity to work on the research that interests me.
Great. So what do you do to get away from this research?
Well, I just got a German Shepherd puppy, and he keeps me very busy.
Nice.
So
what's the name?
Titus.
Nice. Well, thank you so much.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.